Hey there folks, today we're going to be taking you through the steps of flashing the ECU using the Bren Tune handheld. This is for a 2024 Street Triple Moto 2. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is to remove either your seat or your rear cowl, and this is to gain access to your OBD2 port. In this case it's a Euro 5 port, which is a 6-pin connector. Once you connect your scan tool, the unit should power on. We're going to go into work and we're going to choose our bike. Verify you have the correct model, in this case Moto 2, and then we want to choose the year model that most accurately represents your bike. Alright, we are connected to a stabilized battery. Let's go. Switch on the dash. This is a very long load time for this. We'll wait a second. Okay, our dash is on. We're going to click OK. Alright, it's going to begin identifying the ECU, and I'm going to take a wild guess that it won't automatically be able to do it. Let's see. Alright, we've switched our dash off. Let's continue. Yeah, okay. Surprise, surprise. Hey, there we go. Right, all right, back to step one. Okay, we have tone. Let's go ahead and hit OK. Start communication. So at this point in time, just our screen is on. We're chilling. As we can see, there is some kind of operation in progress here. Perfect. Let's follow the next step. Switch off on the dash. Ooh, success. All right, now we're going to go to the computer. All right, so now I am connecting the USB to the computer. I'm just going to record it on my phone because it's way easier to do this. And first off, let's just take a minute to appreciate those 3 little derps. Okay, yeah, we've appreciated the derps. Now, I've already done this once. This is just me walking you through the process of how to do this. So what you would do is you would download from MyGenius. Okay, this is going to create a save file of your ECU that you're going to upload to Bren Tune. Now, in this case here, you're going to have an order number, you're going to have a few other things like that, and you're also going to be able to have a My Files. You're going to go to My Files and download the tuned file. Now, in this case here, I just put this in the Uploads folder in the MyGenius app. So on a Windows computer, that's going to be Documents, MyGenius Upload. On a Mac, it's going to be the same thing. You're just going to go to your file manager, find MyGenius, and there's going to be an Uploads and Downloads. All right, so next, what we're going to do is after we've clicked Upload, we're going to select the file we want. As I mentioned, it's just going to be in Uploads. Could be in the Downloads folder as well if you just downloaded it directly. Okay, here we go, here we go, and here we go. Let's confirm that action. So we're just going to skip this part of file loading onto the tool, and we're going to go back out to the bike now. Just for fun, that's the last time you're going to see this bike with that stock exhaust. All right, so next what we're going to do here is begin the same process. We've reconnected to our OBD2 port, and we're going to be selecting work from our handheld unit again. This time you can see there's a writing tool instead of a reading tool. So we're going to select that, and we're going to select the protocol that we downloaded from the Bren Tune website. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select the file. We're connected. We're going to switch it on. All right, we're pressing OK. We're starting a comunicado. Yeah, this is going to be really fun. We're going to do a race fit exhaust here while we're waiting for this to load, and we're going to leave the OEM headers. We're just going to cut it right before this collector baloney unit here. That's a fun fact. Switch off. Shabi. Okay. Switch on. All right, we're on. We're starting the communication again. It's a lot of this on and off stuff. You notice a little bit of a theme. So it's gone through a few menus here. It's programming the ECU now, which sounds pretty cool. So all in all, this process here, I think we're at about 30 seconds, maybe a minute at this point in time, actually. So we're gonna wait for that to continue to go through. Yeah, so mods for the bike, we are gonna do airbox, just a sprint air filter, and we're gonna get rid of this back unit here and throw on a race fit slip-on unit. I was going to do the full exhaust with older OEM pipes, but I don't like what I'm seeing regarding the, if you check here, there's a pretty nice crossover built into this. And yeah, we're still waiting here. If you look here, I really like these pipes. They've kind of changed color a little bit. So I want to leave those ones on. Okay, so we're in the home stretch. Look at it go. Switch off the dashboard. Goodbye. Okay. Connect it. Switch on again. We're noticing a theme. Okay, we'll wait for that to load up temporarily. We're trying to not make this video any longer than it has to be. All right, we're gonna switch off. Writing the ECU complete. Hey, that is pretty cool. Let's click OK. So we're gonna take a big assumption here and assume that there is a log file for the procedures that is saved on the flashing unit. I don't know for sure, that's just my guess. Yeah, I saw a log file being written there. So I'm gonna disconnect the OBD2 scan tool portion of this handheld unit and replace the cowl, and we're going to start the bike up and see what happens. All right, so everything is flashed. We are now going to start this up. Initially, I was told that there may be some check engine codes after flashing the ECU, so let's see what happens. Unfortunately, am I going to have to set you down while I do this? Let's see if I can hold the clutch in and do this. So absolutely no engine codes on here, no check engine. That's pretty cool. I was told there could be a check engine on that you may need to clear after. Doesn't look like we'll have to do that. And it looks like we're gonna come in under 10 minutes. So that is how you use the Bren handheld unit to flash the Street Triple for the 2024 year.